That's it. Keep going.
Hello to all Twin Peaks fans. I'm going to try to keep this in
Just
2 minutes
keep
or less.
going.
So this is just something I was using tonight when I was tutoring. I tutor high school students mainly. And we were talking about how any text we are reading, be it a show like Twin Peaks or a short story, poetry, whatever, can be looked at from a big wide range of perspectives and perhaps even through different filters or lenses, and that just like with a pair of glasses, a certain lens that you look through sort of fine tunes our attention towards a certain area and kind of blocks out our attention in other ways. So there are many advantages and perhaps disadvantages to looking through certain lenses. And we were just talking about how there are many, and this is just a handful on my screen, of lenses that could be applied to any sort of text. And in my personal interest, applied to Twin Peaks. And I think the persuasion filter, for example, is very interesting. Uh, I think a lot of people approach Twin Peaks by kind of looking through archetypal lenses. You can look at it more from like technical filmmaking or storytelling or narrative lenses. And I know many people have gotten great value uh, through that approach, etc. And then there's some more like obscure and then sort of commonplace lenses. This is just a handful. But the point that is interesting in my opinion is that, you know, almost like looking through a diamond or a prism, you could just see different things come to light. And the lens that we were working with tonight, my student and I, is basically it's one lens that attempts to answer the question, what is maturity? And this is, I think it's like chapter one or something from Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, that very famous book. And in this chapter, he talks about development and maturity, and most people are at different levels at different times. So somebody could be basically financially very independent, but emotionally maybe closer to dependent than independent. And then he says there's like a higher level called interdependence, which is essentially seeking win-win, sort of like combining talents. If I and you have achieved independence, then we are capable of choosing interdependence. And this model is sort of a persuasion model because his book is kind of like the first half of his book is like, yes, let me help people achieve independence first. And the second half of his book is like, if you keep reading, I will help you achieve interdependence, because we all want to sort of outgrow the dependence level, which could be summarized as like, you know, I'm dependent on you, I blame you, you do things for me, you're at fault, versus I'm good, I could do it on my own, I'm free, I'm an independent person, etc. He argues that the higher level, when possible, is interdependence. Anyway, I was just thinking, to what extent is this an interesting lens at all? Or reading Twin Peaks, be it Twin Peaks The Return or Twin Peaks as a whole? Is there any value in looking through this lens as an analysis tool? And if there's not, which lenses pay off the most for you personally? Which lenses would you recommend as having a lot of juice to them, etc.? That's it. I don't really have anything else to say, except that I don't know. It was an interesting thought that passed through my head, so I thought I'd record it. And I hope you all have a nice day.